Phelps Lake. Here we go.
Oh yeah.
Okay, here we are about 6 hours in to our backpacking trip, Phelps Lake, and we've already learned a couple things. So David, what's the first thing we learned?
The first thing is food. We just finished our dinner. I finished my dinner. He didn't finish his. The first thing we have is try the food before you buy it. Well, not buy it, but take it on a trip. Because if you don't like it, you could, I don't know, run out of food. So if you try it at home, you know you like it, you know what to take, you know if you can eat 2 amounts or 1 amount and how much is gonna be enough. Yeah.
And the second thing is bugs. We knew to be prepared for mosquitoes. It's a bad year for mosquitoes. We went camping a couple weeks ago and we knew that these mountains were bad. And even when we checked in and got our backcountry permit today, the lady mentioned that they were bad. But we did not bring the super duper deluxe mosquito spray. I know some people are against a lot of DEET, and normally I am too. We brought the fishing spray, and it's just not enough. We're getting eaten up. But one thing that we have learned is I got this little device a couple weeks ago. This is a Thermacell mosquito repellent, and at first we were a bit concerned that it wasn't working at all. It runs off the little butane cylinder and it heats up, but it takes about 30 minutes. That's what we've discovered. But all of a sudden the mosquitoes are gone. We were getting eaten up a few minutes ago, and then just all of a sudden, it says it works for a circle about a radius of about 15 feet, and we're kind of seeing that. Okay, so we just finished our dinner. We decided to go for a walk. We went through another rainstorm, and we just went down normal trail. Nothing going on the trail. We were talking, solving the world's problems. We probably went, what would you say, half mile down? And then when we turned around, we came back, and all of a sudden, coming from the lake up and across the trail, probably 50 feet in front of us, was a medium-sized black bear. And a lot of people carry bear spray, and for the first time in our lives, we had to actually draw it out of the holster and be ready for it. Now, we think he or she was just roaming around looking for a little bit of food, wasn't too worried about us. We were making plenty of noise, but it sure got our attention. We heard a couple weeks ago how you can really tell the difference between a grizzly bear and a black bear. They say when you're in the woods like this, you should always carry bear spray, pepper spray, so that you don't, so that you're able to combat grizzly bear if you come across them. But also, you should probably have bells or something to make some noise. But they said the people we were talking to said the surest way to tell the difference between a black bear and a grizzly bear is by their scat, their poop. And they say if you look at a black bear poop, it'll have berries in it, some twigs in it, generally the things that they eat. Very similar for grizzly bears, it'll have the things that they eat. Most often in grizzly bear poop, you'll notice little bells, and it'll smell like pepper spray. So we feel pretty sure that we know what we're doing. We're going to be careful, and we're going to have a good night. Good morning, day 2 at Phelps Lake. It is absolutely beautiful this morning. It was a nice, quiet, cool night. I think we slept well. We've got some good coffee this morning, and it is very quiet here. It's a little after 7 a.m. and I think we're probably the only people up and around. The other 2 campsites, nobody stayed in last night, and I've heard nobody on the trail this morning, so as it is right now, we've got this whole lake to ourselves. Absolutely perfect.
So I stole Dad's camera, and I wanted to talk about coming out here. And you don't have to hike or run or bike or anything like that, but I think everybody should be afforded the opportunity to come out here and see all the mountains and the wildlife and Grand Teton and Yellowstone. We're backpacking in Grand Teton, and there's so many beautiful lakes and walks to take and things to do. I think if you have the opportunity to come out here and enjoy nature and everything that the West has to offer, I think it would be truly beneficial. There's nobody I've talked to that didn't say that this was just one of the most amazing things they've seen, and that's not an advertisement or anything, but it's just amazing, from the jagged peaks and the crystal clear water. I think everybody just needs to take a trip up here. I should probably get this camera back. Good morning. We're at the Phelps Lake overlook. We've climbed about 800 feet from where we were camped. We're just gonna sit here and take a break for a while.
This is day 3 of our backpacking adventure. We've learned a whole lot, had a lot of fun, seen a lot of great things, but this is pretty much the conclusion. We've got about a mile left to go, and then we're gonna call it quits.
Thanks for coming backpacking with the Cains.